Expect hazy sun and clouds on Wednesday and cooler. Good Tuesday night, East Tennessee. David Aldrich, Captain Accurate here from the Captain Accurate Weather Command Center. Well, we have freeze watches in effect for areas to the north and east, as evidence from the Ultimate Doppler radar, presented by Madlock Tire Service and Auto Repair, East Tennessee's #1 tire shop and auto repair since 1953. Now, more specifically, those purple shaded counties will go into effect 1 o'clock in the morning, last until 9 a.m. So it's an 8-hour event for these counties, including Greene, Hawkins, as well as Sneedville into Hancock County. For temperatures as low as 28 degrees. It's pretty cold, so make sure that you bundle up and cover up what might be at least susceptible to the chill. Meanwhile, some rain back toward Missouri. It's not going to affect us tonight. We'll find a few clouds, partly cloudy skies developing tonight. And further north and east, they're still dealing with snow showers up across Canada and New York State and New England. Lots of snow reports across New York State and even into areas not far from the Big Apple and up toward parts of the upper plain states as well. Our high temperature today came up 2 degrees warmer than I thought we'd be. I said 67. We hit 69. That's 10 degrees above the normal. Record high was 80, set back in 1983. That record stays intact. We hit 71 in Oak Ridge, 70 in La Follette, 63 in Crossville today, and it was 76 in Huntsville and low 80s, 81 down in Birmingham, Alabama. So more warmth down to the south. By the way, it's just been a taste of spring. You might be thinking, with butterflies in the air, what could possibly go wrong in the month of March, even though this is the 30th anniversary of the blizzard of 93. Really got to bring that up. Oh yeah, I know, March 12th through about the 16th of March, we had the blizzard of 93 30 years ago. Now, I'm not advertising or suggesting we're going to get that, but I do think we're going to get some snow. We're going to see some snowflakes in the middle of March. Might even affect parts of spring break. So even though you might be watering the potted plants, spring forward, we will see another sign of spring when we change the clocks this weekend. Make sure you change the batteries in your smoke detectors and carbon monoxide alarms. But daylight saving time goes into effect when 3 a.m., actually 2 a.m., goes to 3. So 2 a.m. becomes 3 a.m. as we move forward in time. Now, everything runs in cycles. You know that one time it's cold, one time it's warm. And then, of course, if you're on Team Snow or you're on Team Spring, it can go back and forth. But we've had a lot of Team Spring days so far this winter. Everything runs in cycles, whether it be the moon, high tide, low tide. Sometimes it's wet, sometimes it's dry. It's just part of nature. It is just part of nature. So before you get all upset, let me remind you what it's like at the beach. Now remember, if you're a fisherman, you like to fish on the pier, sometimes you get really lucky and the water is calm and serene. It looks like this. But sometimes the seas look a little angry. Sometimes they look a little hostile, and sometimes they can get choppy. Now, you might be thinking when you sit this far away from the shore, you might be, will I get wet sitting here? Oh, not a chance. But then the high tide rolls in. Before you know it, suddenly the waves start crashing on the shore, and you go, hey, where's my beach towel? There was a beach towel here, but now it's gone. I know it was here a minute ago. What has changed? Maybe the waves. Maybe the waves have changed. Now, my beach brochure did not look like this. I don't remember seeing the waves come on the beach, washing away maybe some beach chairs. And the beach ball. Where did the beach ball go? Oh, the horror. But that's what happens, right? Because the atmosphere is exactly like that. The atmosphere is like waves. And when you look at the sky, think of it like the ocean at the beach. Think about it. Standing here, or here, you're going to feel different waves and different effects, different temperatures. Sometimes it's spring on the left, and sometimes it's a big nope. Sometimes it's a big nope. And it's not just your bracket March Madness that's wild. It could be the weather. And if you're not a big fan of March Madness, well, check your bracket. I will tell you what, it can sometimes get busted pretty early. And let me show you how it could get busted for spring break. Let me show you the future cast. Notice we're on the warm colors for now, but as we advance through Wednesday and then Thursday, we get to the colder colors. Now again, the colder colors in blue, and the really cold air shows up in light blue, and that kind of advances down into about Friday night, Saturday morning. Saturday morning, we could easily be in the mid-30s. Oh no, the horror, the mid-30s. We were in the 70s just a couple of days ago. I know, yesterday. And then today, we got up to 69. So it's going to be a gradual, progressive cool down as we'll continue to see a blocking pattern where we may see progressive opportunities for more cold air. Not just a few days in the future. This could last weeks. There is no better time to join the Captain Accurate Premium Service because I'm highlighting which days this could go out. You may be surprised how far this goes. Could this go into April? you're not saying now. Oh, you wouldn't believe what I'm saying on the premium side. Go to CaptainAccurate.com. You'll get the latest on my premium service and how to sign up for it as this group continues to grow. The old cold air in Anchorage, Alaska still has to ooze down here. We still have to work through that. And if you look at the highest temperature, lowest temperature by month, I did that for you. The highest temperature in November was 81. The coldest was 20. If you remember December, we got as high as 68, but as cold as 4 days after Christmas. And then January, we had a 75-degree day, but we also dropped to 23. And then February, we got up to 80 on the 23rd, and then 22nd was the lowest temperature. And then March, so far, we've had 78 the first day of March. It came in like a lammy. Came in like a lamb, but it's going to go out like a lion. I keep saying that. It's going to come out. It's going to be like that. Nope. It's going to be like the snowbird. Nope. Just when you think it's actually warm, it's not. And all the snow that we've had is 1.6. So is it any wonder, high tide, low tide, that your beach towel gets washed away, that this could come and wash away much of mid-March? Mid-March, maybe early April, too, where you go, oh, this is awful. This is awful, but I don't want you to be surprised, because that's my motto. That's my motto. So weather doesn't surprise you. You can be mad at the weather. That's your prerogative. But Mother Nature's just doing her thing. This is what she does. You can't have, what was it? They had 9 days in the 70s, 1 day at 80, just since 2023 began. That was in January and February. We had 3 days in the 70s in March so far, 5 days in the 70s in February, 1 day at 80 on February 23rd, and 1 day in the 70s in January. You can't have all that warmth and not think that the pendulum's not going to swing the other way, because it will. It just naturally does that. Now, headlines: becoming partly cloudy tonight, hazy sun and clouds Wednesday, but cooler for the rest of the week. Boo! I know, I'm just the messenger. But notice the futurecast. Rain near St. Louis has a hard time getting here. Maybe a few flakes in southern Indiana. But once we go into Wednesday, that's tomorrow, I think it's hazy sun and clouds. A lot of this is going to dry up and fall apart. I don't even think we're going to get a drop of rain out of it. I just don't. I think that high is a lot stronger. And maybe a spot of rain Thursday, but most of this is going to be around Birmingham and south of Huntsville. This model wants to put the warm front a little further north for my taste. So Nashville may not even get rain either. I think it's going to be mainly Jackson, Memphis, Birmingham, and Huntsville that gets most of that rain. And then eventually on Friday, even this is too fast. I think this whole line is assuming too much. And we will find eventually some rain on Friday morning with some drying time in the afternoon. Maybe, look at that, snowflakes return, especially for the Smokies. It's still possible, and it's on the table. So for tonight, 35 degrees your low. Could be as low as the upper 20s in places like Hancock and Claiborne County. Turning colder, though, winds are still brisk and chilly, 5 to 15, down to 32 for Morristown. I have you, Middlesboro, down to 26 tonight. Ouch. That's lower than 28. I know. But this is Bell County, Kentucky. I'm looking at Northeast Tennessee, probably as low as 28. 32 in Newport, 36 Athens, and mid-30s for many. Wednesday, 57, your high temperature. That's it. That would be about 12 degrees cooler tomorrow as compared to today. Winds northeast 5 to 15 miles per hour. And as far as your forecast is concerned, let's jump to that. I want to show you the temperatures around the region. 54 for a Middlesboro high, a pair of 5s for Morristown and Russellville, Jefferson City, about 58 for Newport and Dandridge, 57 for Maryville, Alcoa, and 56 for Clinton, Oak Ridge, and Oliver Springs for your Wednesday afternoon. Here is your Captain Accurate Weather Authority forecast for Knoxville and East Tennessee. 57 tomorrow, 58 on Thursday. But hey, you say, hey, it's warming up to 61 with some morning rain. But that rain will change over to some sunshine on Friday afternoon, and gusts Friday around 30 miles per hour. But then we changed the clocks this weekend. We're in the upper 40s, overnight lows in the mid-30s, and I had to circle what is not a misprint, but could be in the upper 20s in Knoxville as early as Monday night, Tuesday morning with some stray flakes that return. So up and down we go. And it is, again, if you think this is just a flash in the pan, we had 9 days in the 70s so far this year, 1 at 80. I don't know if everything is to be equal, we'd have to have 9 days in the chill to kind of balance things out. Mother Nature's always trying to find an equilibrium. Anyway, my name is David Aldrich. Before I do that, let me make sure you download the Captain Accurate Weather app, keep score of it all, with Pete Michaels Traffic. It's free at the App Store, Google Play. Just search the 2 words Captain Accurate and you'll find it, and you can also put it on your iPad. Well, my name is David Aldrich. Some people call me Captain Accurate. It's not easy being accurate, so weather doesn't surprise you. We'll see you here next time. Take care.